Hey guys, what's up? It's AB Trades, and today we are doing our weekly Sunday stock talk. So today I wanted to go over a few stocks that y'all mentioned. I asked in the group chat. Sorry, I didn't realize you can see this. No. Here we go. So these are all the stocks. CK, how did that get there? Not supposed to be there. SUI. That y'all asked in the group chat, and I wanted to make sure that I covered all these. So, as always, I like to start with SPY because the stocks that we look at are mainly blue chip stocks, big name stocks that are highly affected by the movement of SPY, which is the ETF of the S&P 500 index. So, if we're looking on this chart on SPY, we are starting to follow this upper trend here. Two things that are happening. Two things can happen this week. First, we approach this previous resistance level here and this major all-time high here, and we break through it and we do great. Second thing, we get close to these all-time highs and then we reverse and we start coming back down. Someone in the group chat a while back showed a snapshot of what the market looks like now versus the sell-off back in I forget when, but the last sell off, and it came down just like this, and it rallied back up to 0.5% away from all-time highs, and then it just crashed again. So I'm not saying that will happen again, but it is a possibility that we do need to account for. So again, if we come up to these all-time highs and we get rejected and we do not validate this support line, meaning that we break under 273 or 270 or 280, then we might want to be watching for a major move to the downside to place some puts. So the first one you want to watch out for is a bounce at around 280. That is a major support, and then a bounce at around 274. Those are two major supports you want to watch out for if it starts falling. If not, we want to see if we can break to all-time highs this upcoming week. So that's what I would watch out for on SPY. Next is DBX, which is Dropbox. I do not like the movement of this stock whatsoever, but the options volume was decent, so I thought I'd cover it. But if you can see, we're approaching the low here of 2661, so we're going to look for it to retrace back to that and rebound up to the average consolidation range of 30. So it's going to trade in between this range or just have a massive sell-off due to the manipulation in the stock. As we can see here, if we look at the volume, the only time the stock does something is when the volume picks up. We had the volume pick up here and we shot up to 43.50. We had the volume pick up here and we shot up to 37. So if you want to validate this bottom move, make sure you see the volume pick up and we start to go up. Don't like this stock though, but again, if you can trade it, go for it. Next one is BABA. So we have made it to 107. We broke through 170, not 107, and now we are breaking back above this support line here. And so we are validating it. I would wait for, if you're going to swing trade it, I would wait for a confirmation of around 170 to the break above 180 to see if you can catch it all the way back up. If not, this would be once it gets above 175, in my opinion, would be a safer day trade to trade long wise. So trade calls if you're day trading if it gets above 175. So watch that on BABA. And the reason why I mentioned you want to day trade calls is because you just want it to work out in your favor. You want everything to work out in your favor. So trade in the same direction of the long-term trend. So if the long-term trend is down, then it's a lot safer playing puts. Because if you get stuck in a stock for PDT reasons, I mean, if you have a cash account, which you should, but if you don't, it's fine, and you're stuck in it, at least you're going with the trend of the rest of the market there. So Tesla, it looks like we're coming down. 300 has been a major zone, as you can see here. When we hit in between 300 and 280, we have this like little correction phase here, so let's watch for that. But we also have just a lot of lawsuits and stuff coming out against Elon Musk and Tesla for promoting his stock, saying that he's going to take it to whatever price and make it private. Again, I most likely think that will not happen. That is what he wants to do, but what's best for his company is that he doesn't, because of all the money that he gains from the people, who invest in it. Again, I'm not his business analyst. I have no idea what he will do, but I do know that there's a support at 300. If that support is broken, the next support is 280. So just watch out for that. Next one was Amazon. So Amazon, we're just cruising to all-time highs. We're just making those highs and highs and highs. Amazon is definitely a top pick that you want to watch out for. So we're looking for a bounce off this technical trend line and see if we can make all-time highs. So again, just watch for a bounce. If not, if we can't break above this previous high here, or if we can't bounce here, then just watch for a retracement back down to 1757, which is here. So we're looking for either a bounce here or a stop here and then a bounce up here, right? Simple. Facebook, earnings crash, and now we're just crashing. So just look at we have it at basically every $5 range is a new resistance. So we have resistance at 185, 180, 175, 170, 165. So just watch out for those supports as we play through. Obviously, the prevailing trend on the longer time frame right here is down. So we're probably going to see Facebook go back down to around 166 before we start bouncing up again. The next support is 170. If we can't hit 170 and we break through, then we're going to go to 165. If we go above 175 something here, then we will go back up to 180, right? So again, just play off those major frame supports, but right now Facebook is looking like it's trending down to 170 and whatnot. BRZU, okay. The person who mentioned this is a great trader. He's good. I love him. Everything he does in the group chat is great. However, personally, I do not like these stocks. These are ETFs, which are great. Yes, I mean, we trade SPY, right? But again, this is a personal opinion. It's nothing to do with him or the stock or not being able to make money, which you can. But if you look at this stock, just the movement, I just don't like the movement on this. But again, this is just a personal opinion. I mean, if we look at the movement is great. You can definitely capitalize on moves that are happening here. But mainly, I don't understand it. So SPY, I understand because I know all the stocks that go into it. But for example, if I believe correctly, this is the Brazilian market or some foreign market. I just don't understand how it moves. With ETFs, the people, like the bid and the ask and the reading the tape of the level 2 does not necessarily work because ETFs move regardless of who buys and sells it. It moves in conjunction with the futures of that thing. So since I don't know what makes it up and blah blah blah, I will give, because this trader is great, I will give my two cents on it, but I would not trade this because I just don't understand it. If you understand it, then go for it. But obviously we have support here at 15,882, so we're looking for it back to retrace around 15,882 to go back up to 25. So it looks like we're going to be trading between this range here, and then if we can break above 30, then we can definitely see it trading back up to 55.60. This would be something where I would be more likely, like if it breaks above 30 with strength. Again, strength is being indicated by volume. Then this would be a good one to take a stock position on, where you actually buy shares of this ETF, because you can hold it for a while, and if you just catch it up above 30, and you can easily catch it up here to 60, hold for maybe, I don't know how far was the last run. The last run went from 30 to 50 and about 1/3 of the whole year, so 150 days, right? But still, that is about 75% return on your money for just waiting for 1/3 of the year, right? So not too bad of a trade. But day trade wise, I don't know exactly. When is the same thing as BRZU? I don't understand it. But but it looks like we're more on a downtrending phase. If we can see here, we have these these highs here, and the highs are just getting lower, and the lows are just getting lower. So yes, we do have support here, but we are trending down. So just watch out for that. I think the highest we can make it on this next round, unless we break this trend, is around this range here. So if we come up to, let me zoom in. No, dang it. If we come, don't do this, I swear. Okay, so if we come up to this area here and we hit some resistance, then we can see it pull back down to 20. But if we can see a break above this and then a break above $25 and $26, then we'll definitely be back on the uptrend. But I do not think so, because the prevailing trend is down. So just watch for a rejection in this area and a pull back down to $20. Same thing with AHLT. Volume is not what I want it to be for options and whatnot, and the stock is just too choppy. But if you can see here, they requested it, so I thought, why not? I'll just do it. So support here, resistance here. If we can get above $78, then I can see it going back up to 84. So right now we're in a little trading sideways slash we don't know what, and then up to 84. This video is probably running too long now. I'm sorry. T, downtrending. So just watch for a rejection here and a pullback. NVIDIA, we are at this trend line here, but it looks like we're starting to break through. So if we break through this support here, watch for a pullback down to the 230 level, and that's about it for that. And IWM. Again, we're consolidating here, so just watch for the consolidation. I can see the consolidating getting a bit tighter before we explode to the upside and or downside. So that was the Sunday Stock Talk. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you all in the next video.